And welcome to Appleton, Wisconsin. This is the 2012 WIAA Spring State Baseball Championship. This afternoon, our fourth and final D1 quarterfinal matchup featuring 28-1 Sun Prairie against 22-5 Appleton North. I'm Bob Brainerd, along with my partner, Bill Brophy. Bill, if you look at the Wisconsin Baseball Coaches Association final rankings, poll if you will, in D1, Sun Prairie with that gaudy record ranked number 1, Appleton North with a nice record of their own ranked number 6. This, for some folks, ranks as perhaps the state championship. Two good matchups again, a good matchup with two good solid teams.
Yeah, you talk to some people and they'll tell you just that. Sun Prairie's had that number 1 target on their back for much of the year. They lost early. Then they gained the number 1 ranking about mid-April and have hung on. They've done it. They got a lot of pitching depth. That's why people make them the favorite. You're going to see Nate Hoffman today. He's unbeaten. They got another guy named Ryan Roscoe who's unbeaten. Anthony Butler, their shortstop, is a D1 recruit, probably the best junior in the state. He can pitch. They got a lot of guys that can throw, so they've got the depth to win a title, but they're going to have to get by an Appleton North team that's been here before, like last year, and we saw they were an athletic team last year. If Bennett isn't the best, or Butler isn't the best junior in the state, then maybe Clark Egan is. He's Appleton North's first baseman who hit .535. And Grant Yost, who will oppose Hoffman on the hill today, has been here before. They're, again, an athletic team. Courtney Watkins, one of their outfielders, covers a lot of ground in the outfield. He's also a guy who's got great speed when he gets on the bases. This should be a good matchup. As you say, a lot of whispers around here. It's unofficially, this may be the two best teams playing on the first day.
The winner will play later tonight in the D1 semifinal matchup. They will draw Stevens Point. Spash took care of Oconomowoc 6-4 in our game just less than an hour ago. All set for this one, with Aaron Schmidt to lead it off for Sun Prairie. Takes a strike from the starting pitcher, Grant Yost.
And we'll tell you about Yost, who's a senior, 5'11", 170 on the year. Grant 6-2 with a .228 earned run average, 12th appearance, his 10th start. He's thrown 6 complete games and 2 shutouts. In 61 in the third innings, he's allowed 55 hits, 20 earned runs, has walked 30, and struck out 60.
It was an auspicious start for this Lightning ball club. Yost was not on his game early, had an ERA over 30 in the early part of the spring season. He rebounded, though, and since the early struggles, the ERA is just over 2. This one bashed to the corner and right by Schmidt. Aaron on his horse, heading for 3. He'll be in there with a stand-up triple. Jumped on that pitch.
2-2 delivery, and Schmidt turned the fastball around into the corner. We'll look at it here. This ballpark juts out in the corner from 325 down the line. That was the 2-2 pitch inside. It set up the fastball that got turned around by Schmidt, who will play at Edgewood College next year. But he mounted it off the wall where the wall juts out from 325 to 360, well past the right fielder, Emmanuel. And Schmidt went into third standing.
Here's the pitcher, Nate Hoffman. Schmidt, by the way, had some huge hits and continues to hit huge hits in the doubleheader sectional action to make it here to state.
And Schmidt's third triple of the year. He's a 400 hitter. Hoffman here is a 375 hitter with 11 RBIs.
Swing and a miss. Schmidt also, he was batting number 2 for most of the year for Sun Prairie. They moved him into the leadoff spot recently because they wanted that spark. Boy, you can see why. Hoffman back to the screen.
This is a pretty balanced team. They got 7 guys hitting 318 or better. They hit 343 collectively. Their team ERA 145, and as we told you, they got 2 guys that are unbeaten. But they fielded pretty good. Butler didn't have an error. over 100 chances when you watched him play shortstop. They play the game the right way. They're not afraid to steal. They pride themselves on their defense and their pitching as well. They should, with the pitching staff to put up the zeros they have this year. But they can beat you with the long ball with guys like Schmidt and Fairchild.
High chop foul.
And the one thing I've always said about Rob Hamilton coach teams, they're pretty good in situational hitting situations like this. Appleton North, not surprisingly, playing the infield back in the first inning. See what Hoffman takes what they give him and brings in the run.
And you mentioned Rob Hamilton, the head coach at Sun Prairie. 20th year with the program, 12th as the head coach. Check, but not in time. Looking the runner back and completing the strikeout to take care of Hoffman, one away. Good job by Harvath, the catcher, to keep his wits about him. Defensively for the Lightning, Rolane in left, Watkins in center, Emmanuel in right. Cazares is over at third, Henwood the shortstop, Rolane at second, and Egan over at first with Harvath catching Grant Yost. One down, and now here is Butler, the shortstop. Bill already talked about this young man.
6 feet, 175. It lists, we've got stats in the program through 26 games. He's hitting .542 for 26 games. He's slumped in the last couple. He's down to .512.
Foul tip.
8 doubles, 4 triples, 2 homers, 22 RBIs.
He will play baseball. He has given a verbal to play baseball at Virginia when he's finished at Sun Prairie.
Turned down, offer to go to TCU.
Just missing there is Yost, 1 and 2.
Along with a lot of northern schools. Those southern schools don't come a courting too many folks in the 608 area code that they did for Butler.
One, two. Butler smashes it to left center. It'll drive in the run. Butler on his horse, sliding safe with an RBI double. And the Cardinals deal a run on the board here in the first.
Gives you an idea of Anthony Butler's speed. In addition, putting the ball in the gap between Watkins and Rolane, and then Butler going hard out of the box, makes it into second with a head-first slide. He knocks in a run, and he's in scoring position with 1 out.
By the way, Mike Klein, the first base umpire, he hit the dirt. And I don't know if Butler and Klein may have tangled up or not, but you see home plate umpire Ron Quirk, he saw his counterpart in the dirt, checks with him, gets the thumbs up, so everybody all set from our men in blue. Quirk behind the plate, Klein at first, Louis Eiseman over at second, and Tom Camerud is the third base umpire. Zach Fairchild, the hitter. A switch hitter. First team, all Big 8.
Fairchild came up with Butler. They've both been 3-year starters, although Butler had injury problems a year ago and played sparingly. He still was all conference.
And Butler was unanimous all Big 8. That one bounces off of Egan, off his chest. And everybody's safe. Runners at the corners now with 1 down.
The courtesy runner for the catcher, Fairchild. It's Michael Marchese.
It'll be an error on Egan. Egan, by the way, missed the first 5 games of this year. He tore his labrum during the football season. And it cost him the entire basketball season, sat out the first 5 of the baseball season. So you didn't have Egan playing for the Lightning. You had Yost trying to find himself on the hill. That was those two key guys. Not having them at their best, that kind of affected Appleton North. They lost 3 of their first 5 until they figured things out and lost only 2 the rest of the way.
Veteran team. They got 9 returnees from last year's state tournament team, 5 starters.
Coitmeyer in the air to right. Should be deep enough to score the run. Butler tags and scores, and it's 2-0 Sun Prairie. Sack fly RBI for Mayer.
Here it is what he needs to do. It's the sack fly. Throw wasn't close. 24th RBI of the year for Coitmeyer.
So Fairchild, courtesy runner for him over at first with 2 down, and now Brecky, the third baseman, takes a strike.
Great, try to gap.
Brecky, the junior third baseman, soft hands in the field. And Bill, you talked about it. Just when you try to put your finger on how this club cobbled together that lofty record and this tremendous season. It's a little bit of everything. Called strike 3, but Sun Prairie gets some damage done in the top of the first. 2 runs on the board with the Lightning set to swing the sticks when we return. Back here at the yard in Appleton, 2-0 Sun Prairie over Appleton North. The Lightning lineup looks like this. Clark Egan to lead it off, followed by Courtney Watkins, the center fielder. Third baseman Jesus Cazares, that's third, playing at third. Cleanup hitter is Connor Rolane. The DH is Sawyer Schultz. Number 6 hitter is the catcher, Brett Harvath, followed by Ben Emanuel, the right fielder, Alex Henwood, the shortstop, and Alec Rolane, the second baseman. And on the hill for Sun Prairie, their ace, the Big 8 Player of the Year, senior pitcher Nate Hoffman.
He's 10-0 with a .68 ERA and has struck out 103 in 72 and a third innings.
That's a very good curveball, a nice changeup. And maybe more important than that, he's a competitor who wants the ball in big game situations.
And he throws strikes.
And that's a strike, and that's pounded by Egan for a home run, up, over, and out. Hoffman threw a strike, and Egan tagged it.
Second homer of the year for Clark Egan, who played Connecticut, a .535 hitter on the year, and he turns a Hoffman fastball around. Good afternoon, Nate Hoffman, says Clark Egan. As you say, he got it all.
Torn labrum and all in the football season. 2-1 game. Now Courtney Watkins, the center fielder.
Been 2 balls hit hard today.
This one on the ground to Butler, and he gobbles them all up at short.
You can see he does that effortlessly and throws out a speedy runner in Watkins. This is a nice play and a much needed play to settle things down after the home run by Egan. But Egan goes up the middle to his left and makes that play, and Sun Prairie feels better with an out. But earlier today, Nate McColas, third-round pick of the Yankees, hopped one off the wall with a sweet swing similar to Egan. He's a left-handed bat, too. Obviously, the Yankees liked him as he was a 124th player taken in the draft. He hopped one off the right field fence in our first game of the day at about 8 this morning. And then that Egan swing, pretty impressive as well.
Here's Jesus Cazares, 6'4", 220, a senior.
I lost my bet. I said with the new bats, nobody hit a home run here.
Yeah.
And the wind is blowing out to right, but I don't think it helped Egan's ball that much.
Cazares hails from California. He made his way to Appleton North on a scholarship from the Better Chance program. Interesting story
He's living with the Yost family.
Yep.
Going to go to Winona State next year. So he benefited from that program, comes out the Midwest and gets a college scholarship because of it. So you got to brand that as a success story.
Big body, as you can see.
Yeah, he's a big kid.
Chiseled. Jesus battling here, 0-2. Checks there in time to stay alive.
Rob Hamilton asking for help from the dugout, asking the plate umpire to ask for help, none forthcoming.
The 1-2 from Hoffman takes care of him there. First punch out of the day for Nate Hoffman. 2 down, and Rolane, the left fielder, steps in.
He locates 3 pitches very well. Above average curveball. Throws to mid-80s.
Upstairs, Hoffman pitched last year in a sectional contest against Oshkosh West. He and Sun Prairie lost that game. Oshkosh West countered with their ace, a D1 pitcher as well. And Rob Hamilton said that Nate Hoffman, he learned a lot from that experience. He learned that if he wants to be the ace and pitch like the West pitcher who knocked him off that day, that he had to take his game up a notch. And he kind of looked at this season as a season of redemption. Went after it. And as Bill pointed out the numbers, he backed up that learning experience of losing in the sectionals last year. This year, posted the numbers, truly was the ace, got his team to state. Ball 4 gets away.
He doesn't walk many guys. There's 15 in over 60-some innings coming into the tournament season.
He walks Rolane here with 2 down, and now Schultz, the DH.
Hoffman turned down scholarships from UW-Milwaukee and Eastern Illinois. He'll attend Madison College next year.
Tosses a strike there.
Courtney Watkins of Appleton North will be his teammate. Mike Davenport will be his coach.
Connor, his brother Alec, is the starting second baseman. Swings through it there.
That was close. They almost had Rolane.
Close on Connor.
Rolane 3 of 3. Excuse me, 4 of 4 in stolen base attempts. It's club 35 of 49.
Runner goes there, and Schultz fouls it back, so we'll reset. Hoffman again over to first.
Sawyer Schultz at the plate, a .310 hitter. Just 9 of 29. This is only his 9th start as the DH.
Runner goes, doesn't matter. Swing and a miss. Schultz down on strikes. 2 punch-outs in the inning for Nate Hoffman, but he also gives up the leadoff home run to Clark Egan. Solo shot makes it 2-1 after 1. Top of 2, 2-1 our score. Sun Prairie over Appleton North. The Lightning had the easiest and shortest drive to get here to state.
You're good, man. You're good.
Nice crowd this afternoon. Beautiful day.
Sunsplash day. Temperature in the low to mid 60s. supposed to be this way for the rest of the tournament, we say with fingers crossed.
I look forward for you to admonish those that aren't wearing enough sunscreen in future days.
It's coming.
Today be a day that sun could sneak up on you. Temperature in the 60s, they say, but boy, you never should not go a day without putting on sunscreen.
No, sir. SPF.
I've learned that from you.
SPF at all times. Strike 3 called. Ryan Curran caught looking. 3 Ks in the books now for Grant Yost.
Left side again.
Yost starting to feel it out there.
Carter, your way.
Might have been a little low, but he'll take it. That guy will.
Here's Jonah Lund now. Goes after the first pitch. Skies it to center. Watkins makes the catch. 2 down. Again, Yost is the ace of this staff. He was without having Clark Egan in for the first 5 games, and Yost just trying to figure things out. This club struggled. They went 2-3. The 3 losses were all in conference. But they got Egan back. They got Yost back on track, and they're playing terrific baseball when they go up against a terrific baseball team in Sun Prairie. The only 2 losses after the 3 in a row early on. No slouches. A loss to Kimberly, 3-0, and a loss to Verona, 7-2.
Good breaking ball there from Yost, who will attend Sacramento State College next year.
1-2 to Connor Funnel. This one to center field. Watkins tracks it down. 1-2-3 lightning quick inning, dare we say, for the Lightning. Middle of 2, it's 2-1.
The azure skies of Appleton.
The what?
Blue sky.
Okay. Couldn't just say blue.
Yeah.
Okay. Brett Harvath leads it off for the Vegas gold-clad Lightning.
Ooh, I like that.
There you go.
I don't like the white numbers on
No, that's not good for broadcast purposes, but that is their color scheme. Navy, Vegas, gold, and silver.
Well, I like those unis.
Yeah.
I like St. Prairie. I think they're kind of that traditional baseball look. Old school.
10th trip to the state tournament for the Cards. 5-time state champions. So when they've had teams in the past that get here, they've been able to take care of business. 74, 94, 97, 05, and 06. They won it all. Strike 3 called on Harvath. 3 Ks in the books for Hoffman. One up and 1 down. Brings up Ben Emanuel, beg your pardon. Chops it foul.
I saw the Sun Prairie beat Middleton twice this year, handily, in fact. The first time at home, they won back in April, if I recall. And the second time in Middleton, 9-3, but Hoffman shut eventual state tournament team in Middleton down for 6 innings. He came out for the 7th. Middleton lit up with a reliever. They had to bring Hoffman back in the game to get the last 2 outs, but he just stuffed Middleton's bats. Pitched 6 innings in Sun Prairie against Middleton and beat him as well. 10-1 that day.
And again, the only loss they suffered early in the season, 1-run loss to Oconomowoc 5-4. Cooney played the game prior, and they fell to Stevens Point 6-4. Strike 3 called, and everyone in the house knew it. Got Emanuel frozen at the dish.
Nasty curveball from that man, Hoffman.
He's retired the last 3 in a row via the strikeout.
And 3 of his 4 strikeouts have come from called third strike.
Yep, and 4 of the last 5 caught looking. Here's Henwood, the shortstop. Lifts that into the crowd. Appleton North, told you about Sun Prairie, their 10th trip to state. It's the 2nd for Appleton North. To right, but shallow. Curran comes in, calls and catches, side retired. 1, 2, 3. Goes the Lightning in the 2nd. To the 3rd we go. 2-1 ball game. Back here in Appleton, top of 3. This is the 4th and final Division I quarterfinal matchup. Bayport is in. They will play our first of 2 semifinals tonight.
Bayport won 9-0 over Kenosha Bradford. A 3-hitter by Brad Messenger, who struck out 16. That was among the top 10 ever recorded in a Division I game. That was the opener at 8 this morning. Then Hartford Union took advantage of 4 Middleton base running gaps to win 5-1.
Aaron Schmidt continues the early onslaught. He may have his 2nd triple of the game. Yes, sir. And here we go again.
Schmidt has discovered the biggest part of the ballpark and put 2 balls in the gap toward that spot, and he has 2 triples because of it.
And again, this is why Rob Hamilton moved him from 2 into the leadoff spot.
That is the deepest part of the ballpark at 405. Schmidt found that mark for the 2nd time.
Slammed foul by Hoffman.
So Hartford Union will play Bayport at 6. Earlier this afternoon, Stevens Point came from behind to beat Oconomowoc 6-4.
Spash will get the winner of this one in our final semifinal tonight. Hoffman down 0-2. He struck out in his first AB.
And about fell out of his shoes there. That swing.
Swings through that one. Tag applied. And Hoffman down on strikes again. But not out of trouble yet is North. Got to face Butler. The Butler did it in his first AB. Double home Schmidt with the first run. Later scored himself with the 2nd run. In the dirt, 1-0.
Those 2 triples tie Schmidt for the most ever in one game in a Division I game, state tournament. Zach Peterson of Bayport did it last year against Wanakee. It's been done 7 times previously to this.
2-1 to Butler. Unanimous all Big 8. In fact, he was first team all Big 8 all 3 years. And counting. Slicer down the right field line, and it pushes foul. And in Big 8 games this year, he hit over 500. Feasted on conference foes.
As a freshman, he was awfully good. Last year, he broke a bone in his hand, hamate bone. They felt it was misdiagnosed. He ended up having surgery after the season was open. He wanted to play through the pain and did.
This one up the elevator shaft. Yost looking for it, and it drops.
And boy, how big is that hurt when you're going against Tony Butler, a 500 hitter. And I got it, you take it. That's why pitchers don't get involved in those plays at the big league level. They get the heck out of the way, call a player, either the first baseman or catcher, to make a play. Here, nobody took charge, and it fell in foul ground, but it gives Butler another swing.
Got a piece. Egan came in from first base and was in the vicinity. Harvath, the catcher, was there as well, but it looked like Yost called everybody off and said it was his ball from the get-go. Butler, a screamer, but foul. They'll give Yost an error. Oh, no, check that.
I think it's a no play.
Yeah, no play.
But it gives Butler another swing.
2-2. Makes him pay.
I'm afraid you can see that one coming.
Yeah. You just knew it. The Sun Prairie crowd, they sensed when that ball dropped that giving Butler new life would result in this, 3-1.
He's a good player. And here's a nice inside-out swing to drive in the run. And Sun Prairie has regained its 2-run lead. And now watch out for Butler as a stolen base threat.
Here's Fairchild. Scooped by Harvath, 1-0. Fairchild reached on an error back in the first. Smash, base hit to right. There goes Butler, scooting to third. Runners at the corners with one out. And while it wasn't an error in the books, not catching that foul ball off the bat of Butler is starting to compound itself for the Lightning.
It's a play that really won't appear in the box score tomorrow, but it could be a big one in this game. Fairchild follows up the Butler single to right by pulling one to right. And Sun Prairie senses a big inning. They'd be happy to take another sac fly from Cloyd Mayer.
Now they're going to give up another run. And the Lightning, self-inflicted wounds continue. Fairchild all the way to third on the overthrow. It's 4-1, Sun Prairie.
Well, they like to pressure the defense. That's actually Michael Marchese again as the courtesy runner for Butler.
Swing and a miss.
And that wily veteran, Rob Hamilton, turns in stolen base marks to the WIAA that indicates Sun Prairie had only stolen 20 bases all year. With a month left of the season, they already had 43. So I think you've got to might have given some bogus stats. Butler alone had 14 stolen bases at the midpoint of the season. So
Marchese, the courtesy runner for Fairchild, all the way over at third after Butler scored on the overthrow to make it 4-1. Mayer up there with one down, and he's got another sac fly RBI opportunity here if he can hit one deep enough. That one deep but foul.
And again, it's these kinds of situations. Mayer came up with a sac fly in the first to get taking the run. Let's see what he does here, but they're awfully good at situational hitting. They take advantage of what's given to them, as the cliche goes. That was a pretty good pitch.
Not good enough. 2-2 to Coit. You were saying? Nothing fancy, just poked it into right.
Yep.
Got the run in. Second RBI for Mayer, and it's 5-1 Sun Prairie.
The hole is between first and second. Last time he lifted a fly ball to right to bring in the run. This time he found the hole. And it's 5-1 Sun Prairie. And how effective have those first five hitters in the Sun Prairie lineup been? Schmidt's got 2 triples, 2 runs scored. Butler's got a double, a single, 2 runs scored, and 2 RBIs. Fairchild's 1 for 2, and Mayer's 1 for 1 with 2 RBIs. Pretty productive out of your top 5 guys.
And only the 3rd inning. Here's Carter Brecky, struck out to end the 1st inning. Runner goes, Brecky, high chop that goes foul.
Now on my stats, I don't have Coit Mayer as a stolen base guy, but he was running on that pitch.
One and 2 to Brecky. The sectional for Sun Prairie. They beat Madison East 7-2. Sheboygan South shut them out 7-0. And then Oshkosh North 9-5. Little looper into right. Coming on, Emmanuel on the run to make the catch. And there's finally 2 down. But the inning continues. Here's Curran, the right fielder. He struck out in the 2nd.
There is activity in the Appleton North bullpen. And while I like the uniforms, I have a devil of a time picking up the numbers.
Looks like 27, which is Drew Eastman. Rolane fell down. It's going to cost Appleton North another run. 6-1.
Now, I don't know if he's going to get this ball or not because it had some giddy up on it, but when Rolane fell down, it took all the excitement out of it. Give Curran a run-scoring double with 2 out, make it 6-1, and give David Egan reason to go to the mound.
Yeah, it had some juice, but watch Rolane.
Well, look where it lands. I don't know if he gets there anyway.
Yeah.
But again, there's no doubt after he slipped, that ball had some heat on it, and give Curran a run-scoring double. Yost is going to stay in the game. Drew Eastman continues to throw down the line. And Sun Prairie's 4-run inning continues.
8th man to bat here in the frame. Jonah Lund flew out to center, his first AB.
It was Curran's 14th RBI of the year, by the way. One at the plate is a homer and 18 RBI.
This one drilled to left. And Rolane is there, tracks it down, makes the catch. But when it's all said and done, Sun Prairie gets 4 runs in the frame, cushions their lead to 6-1. Bottom 3, the crowd in either red or neon yellow. They represent fans from Sun Prairie. They're happy at the moment. Cards up 6-1 on Appleton North. Lightning coach Dave Egan, between innings there, rallied the troops when they came in from the outfield outside of the Appleton North dugout and had a little chit-chat. There were a lot of heads down when they were coming back in, Bill.
Well, again, they've had such success that I think that message might be believe in yourself. You've won a lot of games. We've got a lot of swings left.
Chopper, fair ball. Brecky, long throw, got him! Wow!
That's a heck of a play. Alex Henwood can run. He's just a freshman, but he's got some wheels. Brecky's Goes over the bag to make the backhanded stop and then shows his arm. That's a nice play at any level.
Got him by a half a step.
Precky's brother led Whitewater, quarterback Whitewater, to the National Football Championship year before last.
Back to the top of the order, and Clark Egan, who homered to right on the first pitch in the top of the first. Chops this one, and Hoffman makes the tag.
And that's 6 in a row retired by Hoffman.
And he gets Egan this time, 2 down, and now Watkins grounded out short in his first at bat. Watkins, 4-year letter winner, and heck of a football player. All region as a running back his senior season. Solid, 5'11", $185, chiseled. Two 2-0 to Courtney. And it goes 3-0. And walked him.
Wow.
Second BB of the day by Hoffman. Comes here with 2 down in the third, and Cazares gets a shot here. Strikeout victim in the first. Upstairs, and the run on balls out of the strike zone continues for Hoffman, who is in cruise control.
Again, this is a guy that doesn't throw or give up many walks. And I've always been impressed at his poise and how smart he is on the mound. This kid knows how to pitch. Last thing he wants to do is walk people. Up by 5 runs. The third inning of the state tournament.
Runner goes. Cazares jumps on it. Off the glove of Funnel. Should have been the third out. And the Lightning will get a run. No. A little turnabout is fair play there.
I think Hoffman is literally almost in the dugout. He can say he was backing up third, but I think he thought Funnel had made the catch. As did I thought he'd made the catch. He had the ball measured.
Yeah.
Here it is again. It's hit well, to be sure. But Funnel's back. He's got it. He's drifting. And it's him right in the glove. That's got to be an error.
It is.
So the Lightning catch a break.
And now Rolane, the left fielder.
Rolane was a cleaner or leadoff man a year ago. Now he's hitting cleanup as a sophomore. That tells you what Dave Egan thinks of this young man. Got a pretty bright future.
Yeah, he and his brother, they competed at the same position last year. Connor, the freshman, started at second, and Alec backed him up as a junior. And this year, Alec won the job at second. Connor moved to left field.
Nobody.
And he was all Fox Valley Association out there. Down 1-2 here. Strike 3 called. Rolane caught looking. Appleton North gets a run courtesy of Sun Prairie, who still leads it by 4. (6-2) top of 4 in this Division I quarterfinal matchup. Winner plays tonight under the lights here at Fox City Stadium against Stevens Point. Connor Funnel lifts this one to right. Emmanuel, battling the sun, makes the grab. 1 down.
And you know better than I, but as we go along here, right field will become the sun field.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it could become a factor within the next hour. At least it'll be tough for any ball to hit out that way for the right fielder or to the right side of the infield.
Back to the top of the order. And Mr. Schmidt, Aaron, 2 for 2. 2 triples, 2 runs scored. This time, no triple. Caught by the shortstop, Henwood. 2 down. And now Hoffman, the pitcher, 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
This is what Appleton needs, a quick inning. And a clean inning.
3 pitches thrown so far by Yost.
Hoffman, a smart guy, not likely to take a pitch or 2 yet.
Strike there, 1-1.
Come on, Jimmy, come on, bud. There you go. Come on, Nate. Hey, get us in here.
1-2 to the Cardinals pitcher.
There you go. 1-1-1.
Got him swinging. Toss to first. And the side retired. It was quick. Lightning quick, you might say. Oh, I just said it, so. 1-2-3 frame. 6-2 our score. Very festive attire there. Of course, it kind of clashes because that's what Bill's wearing here in the booth. So
Both the pastels and the red.
Neon's your color, isn't it?
I try to.
Yeah.
Helps me get home at night.
Sawyer Schultz, the DH, kick starts the 4th here, bottom of the 4th here for the Lightning, trailing 6-2. Strike there, 0-2. Bob Brainerd along with Bill Brophy.
That curveball hadn't been fair today, according to Appleton North hitters.
No. Jay Wilson will jump in and join Bill for our first semifinal tonight, which will be Bayport and Hartford. Swing and a miss. And Hoffman back to dealing and punching out Lightning baseball players. 6th K of the day.
Now, he's been pretty good since the first inning. I mean, he gave up the run last inning, and I'm sure he'd like the walk back. But again, Funnel should have caught that ball, and it's an unearned run. And what was hardly a can of corn, I mean, the ball was hit well, but still Funnel got to make that play.
There's Harvath, the catcher, strikeout victim in the 2nd.
In fact, the only hit Hoffman has allowed was the booming home run Egan hit on the first pitch of the game.
Lifted and caught by Fairchild. 2 down. And now Emmanuel, the right fielder, also struck out in his lone AB.
Umpire and Fairchild sharing a laugh. I don't think either of them picked up the ball. Fairchild had to catch it, and he did.
Hoffman tosses a strike. Another one, 0-2.
And as you say, Hoffman is dealing this inning.
defense mode there to foul it off.
He's had one clean inning along the way. He was trying to match Yost at the top of this inning.
Blocked by Fairchild. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 7.
He's fun to watch when he's on, isn't he?
And he is on. Nothing in the 4th for Appleton North. To the 5th we go. 6-2 Cards. Top of 5. The red-clad Cards from Sun Prairie leading Appleton North 6-2. Tony Butler leads off and takes a strike. Butler tripled and scored in the 1st, singled and scored in the 3rd.
And the untold part of that story was Yost had induced a pop-up that he called for in fair territory, and pulled an "I got it, you take it" between the catcher and the first baseman. The ball fell. Butler got another swing and lined a run-scoring single to 3rd, and the Cardinals are off to a 4-run 3rd inning, which might have blown this game open for good.
Yeah, one of those deals where if you make the catch, it's a second out. Who knows what happens? You wiggle out of that.
They might not score at all.
Right.
And it's a 2-1 game. As it is, it turns into a 4-run inning, and Sun Prairie has been in charge since.
You said it from the outset, though, Bill. Sun Prairie team, opportunistic. They sensed that free out, if you will, and pounced on the opportunity. Butler retired this time with a fly ball to center, 1 down.
Yeah, our friend Dennis Simmer wrote about Sun Prairie today and talked about how Rob Hamilton says it's corny, but he plays the old Sister Sledge We Are Family song in the end of the game because these kids get along so well. I asked Rob about 3 weeks ago when we did their game if he wanted to come, if he thought this team was comparable to any of his state championship teams, and he was hesitant to answer that question because he said they won. This team hasn't yet, but he likes the talent level of this club.
Catch made, yes. Harvath went a long way and then circled back near the on-deck circle in front of his own dugout to finally make the catch in the dirt. Nice job, Brett. That was a hard-earned out.
Got to retire the other catcher.
2 down. Mayer, the first baseman. He's got 2 RBI. Sack fly version in the 1st, single version in the 3rd.
And just when it looked like Sun Prairie had Yost on the ropes, he's retired 6 in a row.
Yep. Deep to left, but foul in the corner.
But Hamilton likes this team, and that says something because Rob has had great success at Sun Prairie. 220 and 68 in his career. There's Rob Hamilton. We always talk about his brother Tom is the voice of the Cleveland Indians.
Mm-hmm.
From Waterloo, Wisconsin. Tom's had a great career on his own. That guy not done too bad at Sun Prairie. And won 5 times, 74 before Rob Hamilton was there. And then won again 94, 97, 2005, 2006.
Off the end of the bat, charging Casares. Makes the play. Nicely done. Lightning have a 1-2-3 inning. They head to the bottom of the 5th, trailing by 4. Back here in Appleton, there are the numbers as we get set for play in the bottom of the 5th inning. Division I quarterfinal. When this one's over, the final 4 will be set in Division I. There's a base hit up the middle for Alex Henwood, who jumps on the first pitch.
Henwood just saw a freshman. First hit since the leadoff home run by Egan in the 1st inning. Appleton North needs to get something going here. They're down to their last 9 outs.
And now Alec Rolane steps in. Grounded out to third his first time up. Tries to bunt his way on. Not in time. Pulled Mayer off the bag. The Brecky throw did. 2 on. Nobody out. Top of the order for North.
I think Rolane beats this anyway. He's bunting for a hit, not for a sacrifice. Brecky charges, throws. Maybe the foot was off the bag. Anyway, most importantly, that's what the umpire, Mike Klein, thought. So here's Big Egan. He's learned his home run power, and if he pops another one, we got a 1-run game.
He tries to bunt, takes a strike. They give Alec Rolane an infield single.
Yeah. I don't think I like that play. Not too many guys power to hit the ball out of here, and Egan bunting there.
Down by 4. High chop, fielded by Hoffman. He'll get the play at first. Now he moves the runners over if the bunt was intentional.
That's gonna work. Hey, same spot.
1 down, and now Watkins, the center fielder, who walked and scored on that error in the third. Takes a ball high, beg your pardon.
This may be one of Appleton's last chances at Hoffman. 2 on, meat of the order coming up. Watkins a .459 hitter with 23 RBIs.
Skies at the center, funnel, circles and catches. Tagging and scoring is Henwood to make it 6-3. So give Watkins a sac fly RBI, with Rolane staying put at second. And now with 2 down, Cazares steps in.
And they love a 2-out hit here to make it a 2-run game.
Jesus struck out in the first, reached in an error in the third. Takes a strike. Slice foul over the Lightning dugout. Todd Clark's in our booth, which means I think that means Ken and Tim's making the scoring decisions, right?
Here goes the runner.
And a smash into left for a base hit. Rolane will score. There's your 2-run deficit. Lightning back in it, down 6-4.
Much needed for the Lightning. You see Cesaro's pretty happy boy lining that single to left, and there goes Rob Hamilton at the mound to try to simmer Hoffman down as Rolane at the plate is the tying run.
Little quick recap there of the solid single to left.
I think we got a courtesy runner for Big Cesaris down at first. As the meeting at the mound continues.
So Rob Hamilton looking to keep the damage at a minimum here. 2 runs are in. Tying run steps to the plate in Connor Rolane. Got a walk and a strikeout. Goes after the first pitch right at Butler. The short toss retires aside, but a pair on the board in the 5th for the Lightning. To the 6th we go, 6-4 Sun Prairie. Rolling out the barrel here in the top of the 6th. They're all Wisconsin kids. They know the theme song here. Got us a ball game here.
Indeed. Appleton North did what it needed to do. Pecked away at Sun Prairie. They get 2 back. They're within 2 going to the last 2 innings.
Carter Brecky will lead it off. For the Cardinals, Brecky, Curran, and Lund are scheduled here in the 6th.
Yost has done a good job of silencing the Sun Prairie bats since they scored 4 times in the 3rd. He's retired 7 in a row.
And again, kept his composure after they gave a few extra ABs to allow them to get some of those runs back. That went off of Yost, right off the ankles. And it'll go as a hit for Brecky, literally off of Yost.
And gonna check on Grant's health there. He says he's fine.
Yeah, hit him on the shoe.
Carried him the long way. Zach Brink is gonna run for Brecky here.
Ryan Curran now.
You got to think he's bunting, as Sun Prairie could use a little insurance.
Ball first, make sure 1.
Curran RBI double in that 4-run 3rd inning. He squares, drops it down. Yost goes to second with a bullet. My goodness.
Yeah, that might have been his best fastball of the day.
Yost jumped off the hill.
Yeah, let's see if we can see this again, because he makes a good play to get to the ball, as you said, and then he just fires a laser to second. This isn't a bad bunt.
Straight up, double play up. Let's go, straight up.
Look at that strike. How many times have you seen at any level when a pitcher fields turn and they want to get that lead runner at second, and they put too much on it and they airmail it into center field? Not Yost. He got it done. Courtesy runner now at first for Curran is Brett Yoder. And here is Jonah Lund. 0 for 2 with a pair of fly balls. Watches 1, 0-2.
Jonah Lund's an 8-hole hitter, hitting .397. Got 11 doubles.
There goes the runner. Got a terrific jump. He'll be in there safely. Stole that one off of Yost. Yeah, I'm certain the stats in the program are not complete in the stolen base department. Here's Funnel now. Lund went down on strikes, by the way. Lightning more worried about just getting the out at the plate. 1-1 to Connor. He's 0 for 2 with a pair of fly balls.
Pretty run, a big run out there at second base for the Cardinals.
Smash, base hit to left. Windmill sign from Rob Hamilton. Now the stop sign.
And Yoder just scooted back in ahead of the tag.
Rob Hamilton was down the line, waving Yoder home. And when Rolane got to this ball quickly and got it in, the stop sign went up. And good call, because you can see it right there in front. That throw comes in. He would have been a dead duck. But the Lightning not out of the jam yet. Runners at the corners with 2 down, and you got the dangerous Aaron Schmidt at the plate. 2 for 3. 2 triples on the scorecard today. Inside, just missing 1 and 1.
Yeah, he has doubled his triple production today, they say.
Doubled his triple.
Yep.
Production.
Pass ball, wild pitch, be ready.
These are big runs, potential runs for Sun Prairie. Big out here that Appleton North needs. They got 2 back. They need a 0 here to try to give their offense a chance in the bottom of the 6th to close the gap even further. 1-2 to Schmidt. In the dirt. 2-2.
No activity in the Appleton North bullpen. There was earlier in the 4-run 3rd inning. No one has thrown since.
Foul tip. Two and 2. 2 outs, 2 on. 2-run lead for Sun Prairie. Fisted to the pitcher. Soft toss out of the jam. Nothing for the Cardinals in their half of the 6th. The Lightning trying to strike again on offense, down by 2. Welcome back to Appleton. Fox City Stadium, Time Warner Cable Field. State Spring Baseball, Division I quarterfinal, the final quarter.
That's David Egan, the coach at Appleton North. He hopes he waves a couple more around at third base there. The 3 guys up this inning, Sawyer Schultz, Brett Harbath, and Ben Emanuel, 6, 7, 8 in the lineup, or 5, 6, 7 in the lineup, are 0 for 6 collectively.
Sawyer Schultz retired here. 5-3, 1 up and 1 down.
Hoffman's done a good job retiring the leadoff man. He's done it 4 6 innings. This is a pinch hitter, Andrew Van Boedegaard, who takes as much time as Ryan Braun.
Vanden Boedegaard, yeah, it's a mouthful.
Andrew, a 276 hitter, 8 for 29 with 2 doubles and 9 knocked in. Andrew's a senior, 6 feet, 190 pounds.
And a lot of points in Scrabble if he used his last name.
Yeah, that would really be a...
That's stretched across the scoreboard here.
I don't think it fits in the back of his jersey.
if they had names, no chance. Takes a strike there, 2 and 1.
Hoffman had fallen behind 2-0, and again, last thing he wants to do is walk guys late in the game with the lead. He's walked a pair today.
Chops that one. But Brecky again, the strong throw. 2 down. And gonna have another pinch hitter here. Eric Tholdorf, senior outfielder, also does some pitching, will step to the dish in place of Emmanuel.
Tholdorf at 327 hitter.
And he goes after the first pitch, laces it into right center. Inning alive. 2 down. Henwood, the shortstop.
Not a power bat, to be sure. His kid's got a nice swing for a 9th grader, though. Doesn't seem too intimidated up there. He's 1 for 2 today. Alex, a 346 hitter in his freshman year. 5'10", 160 pounds, they say.
One 1-0 to Henwood.
You know they love to get Egan up this inning with men on base.
Two 2-0.
No activity in the Sun Prairie bullpen.
Three 3-0. Nothing even close. And Fairchild, a quick chat.
And he knows how rare that is. For it might have spotted something mechanically that Hoffman was doing differently than he usually does. Ouch.
4 straight. Two aboard with 2 down. Alec Rolane, a number 9 hitter.
Well, Rolane hasn't hit the ball in the infield today. Grounded to Brecky once and reached down what was called an infield hit down Brecky's way last inning. Egan with the home run is on deck.
Went after it. Fouled it back.
Not only does he have a home run today, but he's a .535 hitter with 19 RBIs, 6 doubles and 3 triples.
To right, but Curran is there.
And now Egan will hit with no one on base.
Will make a difference, perhaps, in the top of the 7th, or in the bottom of the 7th. To the top of the 7th we go, with Sun Prairie on top, 6-4. 7th inning, 6-4 Sun Prairie.
Sunsplash crowd.
Sun-splashed afternoon. A little cool. It was warm here yesterday. Temperature pushing 90 degrees, but overnight that front moved out, and we're expecting temperatures in the low 70s. Dry weather, unheard of here at the state tournament, where at least some rain has been a tradition, but nothing forecast.
And today has been beautiful.
You bet. Grounder to third. Cazares makes the play and retires Hoffman, 1 up and 1 down.
Well, Yost has had Hoffman's number, 3 punch-outs and a weak ground ball. On the other hand, there's Anthony Butler, who has had his way with Yost.
Yep. 2 for 3. A single, a double, 2 RBI, 2 runs scored. Watch his strike 1.
And Butler, just a junior, he is verbally committed to Virginia. Again, made a trip to TCU. He's heard from a lot of northern schools as well, Michigan State, Minnesota.
That one a base hit, and he's 3 for 4.
He is just a nice player. You know, you always hear about kids working hard, and Rob Hamilton says, you can't say enough things about Butler, but one of the things you see for yourself, we did the game, Jay Wilson and I did a game in Sun Prairie earlier this year. They beat Middleton 10-1 is the score. Anyway, it was a one-handed game. Middleton pitched around Butler all day, had 3 walks, and I think he had to swing the bat once. After the game, Jay's interviewing Hoffman, I think, for his sportscast in Madison. So I'm sticking around. There goes Butler after Hamilton addresses the team and everything. Butler goes out by himself, down to the hitting cage, all by himself, take extra BP. I mean, wasn't doing it to impress anybody. I was just sitting around waiting for a ride. But you notice things like that. He took extra BP for 15 minutes.
Punched out on the base paths. Harvath with a bullet to nail Butler. And that ain't easy, folks.
He's only been thrown out twice all year. And that could be a little momentum changer right there. Yost can get his team in the dugout quick here to Fairchild.
And Fairchild, trying to protect the runner, just swung at a pitch that was in the other box. But Harvath pounced on it and threw a strike to nail Butler. This one, chop, Egan, Yost on the cover. Bottom of 7. Lightning need 2 to tie, 3 to win it in this D1 quarterfinal. Bayport, Hartford, Stevens Point, they're all in the D1 semifinal field. Who joins them? Sun Prairie or Appleton North?
Those folks want to see Appleton North joining that trio. Good crowd here. And they're cranked up for a big finish.
Those semifinals will be played tonight. Hartford Bayport after this one. Spash and the winner of this one in the nightcap. Base hit up the middle from Clark Egan.
We got 2 highly touted juniors in this game. That's what we talked about Bennett. There's the other one, Egan, who hit the first pitch for a home run, and he gets on to lead off the 7th. Gets the tying run of the plate. That's Courtney Watkins up with nobody out. And Egan on first.
Watkins. His scorecard today, a ground out in the first. Walked and scored in the 3rd. Hit a sac fly RBI in the 5th. This one in the air, right field. Kern makes the catch. 1 down in the 7th.
Everybody in those pastel green shirts breathes easier as Hoffman gets the first out in the 7th. No one is throwing in the Sun Prairie bullpen. This is Hoffman's game to win or lose.
Cazares now. RBI single in 3 trips. Inside 1-0.
Hoffman has thrown 9 complete games this year.
Come on, Nate Dog.
Swings through that one. 1-1.
Cazares at the plate is not homered this year. He has 17 RBIs.
To 3rd. To 2nd for 1. Relay. Rolls all the way to the wall.
I think they called the runner out at 2nd. Indeed,
They did.
Wins. Yep.
And if it is, it's a double play and the game is over.
Yeah, they called obstructing. It's a good call. As Egan went after the second baseman on the relay throw, and they called him for interference, and the game is over. Appleton North not happy about it, but the second base umpire, Louis Eisman, signaled immediately, and Appleton not pleased. But it was a good call. You'll see it here. 2-hopper to Brecky. He gets the throw off in a hurry. Egan's on the second baseman and just takes him out. Boom. Well, you can say that's good hard baseball too, but in the opinion of the umpire, that's interference. And he called the runner out, and the runner thus out at first base. And Sun Prairie holds off Appleton North They still only have one loss. They're still the number one team, and they're going to the semifinals.
Yeah, interesting end to this one. It was an interesting beginning, so fitting that it ends that way. And there you see the final numbers, and there you see the Cardinals. 6-4, the winners over Appleton North. They play our nightcap later tonight against Stevens Point. From my partner, Bill Brophy, and all our guys on the cameras and the truck, Bob Brainerd saying so long from Grand Chute here in Appleton. Once again, the final, Sun Prairie 6, Appleton North 4. Stick around. Jay Wilson and Bill will be here for semifinal game number 1 shortly. That'll be Bayport against Hartford. Good night, everybody.